What's good, everybody? Welcome back to our last, thank God, episode of True Detective Night Country. We just watched the last episode. How do we feel?
Unsatisfied.
Disappointed.
That's all y'all got?
Yes. I mean, I really wanted more. Like, first of all, the episode was over an hour long. Okay. So we had adequate time, and I feel like a lot kind of happened, but at the same time, a lot really didn't happen. I still have a lot of questions, and we finally figure out what happened to Annie. We figure out how the Salal men died, but I just feel like there's a lot that we don't understand still.
Okay. Joe?
I think because I watched it a couple days before you guys did, like around the time it came out. I think they never really did exactly explain where the tongue came from. Annie's tongue came from.
No.
They never really explained that.
Nope.
And I could have swore they said that the veteran, or not the veterinarian that showed up to check out the bodies for Danvers, he said that that they died before they froze to death. Which it's like, okay, what does that mean exactly? What killed them? Because all we know is that the ladies pretty much just forced them out into the cold, in the dark. So
She did say that if Annie wanted to
take them, they would. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically,
they left it open for it could be supernatural.
Yeah, they left supernatural in there, which is like, no, you don't do that.
I don't even know. I don't know.
I mean, for me, I'm not opposed to having a supernatural plot line, but when it's just like all it does is make you question more things instead of giving you any answers, then I don't care at that point.
I wish they would have stuck to just the, what happened at the research facility. Mm-hmm. I wish they would have just stuck to that instead of adding a bunch of other things in. I just feel like they left a lot of unanswered questions.
I agree. And I've seen other people, I've read some other things where basically, I mean, yeah, we should have just stuck with what happened at the research center. Obviously, the stuff with the mine stuff was tied in with that, and then the stuff with Annie was tied in with that. All of that's fine. I don't have a problem with any of that. It's all of the extra interpersonal struggles and relationships and all that stuff that there just wasn't time for it. No. This was a short 6-episode season. There wasn't time for all of that stuff. You couldn't adequately expand on it, and I feel like a lot of the characters you couldn't even connect with because they were either there for such a short amount of time or we just didn't see them, and it just wasn't worth it.
So, yeah.
You got nothing to say, do you? It's just like, no.
I have one thing.
Okay.
I'll play it.
Hear me and hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
That's exactly how I feel.
First of all, when did you put that on there?
2 seconds ago.
Okay. Second of all, let's just, y'all already, Brian knows that I fucking hate Winnie the Pooh's ass over there, but I have adopted 2-pack of ass into my general vocabulary, so we can thank him for that, I guess.
I'm not familiar with
She's talking about, that was Joe Budden.
Okay.
AKA Winnie the Pooh. Because this man likes to run around with a shirt on and nothing else. Just swinging in the wind. So I call him Winnie the Pooh.
Okay, wow.
He has his own podcast. He's a rapper. He used to be a rapper. Okay. But he has his own podcast, and he told a story one time of how that happened, and that's one of the few episodes she actually heard, and she just won't let that go.
Because it's hilarious, and I can picture him doing that. Like, he seems like the type. So,
but no, this like, I don't know if the show was affected by the strikes that was going on last year with like the writer strikes and all the acting strikes. That's why I always wondered was this done before that stuff happened, or was it something that they picked up after? Because the strikes was over with, like what, October, November, something like that. Did they like try to rush the rest of the season, or like what was the other seasons are what, 8 episodes?
And even then, that feels short to me.
8 episodes is short. So to make that even shorter is crazy.
Yeah. I think that it had a lot of potential. I think that it could have, again, if it would have just picked 1 or 2 things to focus on and given us a few more episodes to really expand on that stuff, that it could have been done a lot better.
I think they should have stuck with the Salal guys, and obviously Annie, because that was tied to it. I do like how, we found out that multiple guys there killed her, basically. I do like how that played out. Like, it wasn't just one person, but just in the middle of everything else that was going on, it's like, this is like, what's the point of this? And then to find out how they died, which we don't really know. We just know that they was walking across ice butt ass naked. So like we don't really know how they died. But yeah, because like you said, they were dead before they were frozen to death. So
they died before they froze to death, which is like, okay, what killed them? And they leave that open to the supernatural.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, I do kind of like it, that aspect, because it does tie in with a lot of the Native American folklore and that kind of culture. So I like it from that aspect. I just think that they just needed to do more.
If you're going to do that, go all the way.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
It's kind of like they did half and half, and it's like, no, pick one.
Yeah, like if you want to make it supernatural, say something that, or have something happen to where for sure it's super. I mean, I guess you could say that Navarro talking to Danvers' son, you could kind of say that was them saying that, oh, this was some type of spiritual type of thing. I guess you could say that.
You could, but then, I mean, well, for me, I guess it was something that stuck in my mind was, obviously, we had the whole contamination thing confirmed for us at the end, that the numbers were just off the fucking charts, and cancer and stillbirths, and obviously, all those women who were having stillbirths and different things like that. But I just, I don't know.
All they had to do was follow an episode of fucking X-Files, and it would have been good. Because X-Files, we know it's supernatural stuff.
Right.
But they still, like, towards the end of the episode, still kind of make it.
Right.
Put it in a way to where, it could be explained another way, possibly.
Right.
From Scully's point of view, anyway. So they should have did that instead of this, because what the fuck. But yeah, show's over with.
So I was actually checking out an article. True Detective has already been renewed for a season 5 at HBO, and I might mispronounce her name here, Isa Lopez, the creator of Night Country, the one we just watched, she is going to be at the helm of the 5th season as well. So what do you guys think about that?
Hear me and hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know. Like I don't want to completely write her off just because, and I don't know what the general consensus on this season is, but I would think that it's probably not leaning towards the positive.
Based on our YouTube comments, no one likes it.
Yeah, I mean, it's this article. This article's from drop my phone. This article is from Variety.com, and I mean, it even says, the renewal comes as little surprise given the success of Night Country. And yeah, it's like the season is the most watched installment of the show to date, with 12.7 million across platforms.
I'm not shocked by that. It's coming off of past seasons of a well-established show.
Yeah.
People
that's
really,
fair.
I don't really hear people talk about the second or third season, but people love that first season.
Right.
So
I think it just had high views or high viewership because people were hoping that this is going to be just as good as the first season.
like if they removed the True Detective part and it just said Night Country, I don't think it would be that high.
They were kind of just capitalizing off the name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked good, you know,
yeah.
the trailers and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'll even say, like, there was 1 or 2 episodes that I liked, but overall, like, it was just 2-pack of ass. I mean,
Yeah, they had. I mean, the setting, the cinematography, and everything was perfect. I
Yeah.
mean, it was
Yeah.
definitely just being at night the whole time. I mean, during the
Yeah.
long night, that was just so good.
it's just the story. It was too much. It was too much story. Not everything made sense, and then it wasn't a lot of episodes to explain everything. It's just
Yeah, what the fuck happened to Navarro? She just became a wandering nomad or whatever.
no. She was there at the house at the end.
Oh, I know, but a nomad. She just basically just
Oh.
didn't. She left the police force and just wandered around doing what?
That's what her mom did. Her mom left, right?
Yeah, I think
And
so.
just kind of
Yeah.
I think so.
yeah. So she
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. Yeah, it's disappointing.
I don't have anything else.
Yeah.
I'm not optimistic about season 5, and there's nothing about it yet. So
Well, in the words of Danvers, what did she say? She said sometimes questions don't get answers. And in my words, sometimes shows don't have a fucking point.
Jesus. That's brutal.
On that note, I don't know what show we're gonna do next, but if anybody is interested, you can message us a show to watch, to do like a recap or rewatch or whatever. That'll be great. But till next time, peace.